I'm Phil Gaimon. I was a pro cyclist for 10 years. Now I'm retired, but I still train as hard as I can to set the best times on the toughest climbs I can find and go on fun adventures on my bike all over the world. This is Worst Retirement Ever. Hi folks, welcome to the Everesting 24/7 News Network. Today we're going to go check out a couple hills around Southern California that I've seen on Strava, and I want to explore in real life to see if they're suited for the effort. This is a Recon episode. This is our day. So when I mentioned on Instagram that I was doing this, a few of the comments were, "You have a car?" And the answer is yes, I have a car. Who do you think follows me with the GoPro mounted on the back when I'm going for KOMs half the time? I have a car. This is the Lexus hybrid hatchback thing. I had a Toyota Matrix when I came out of high school, and I loved that car. It was a 5-door, the hatchback style thing. I'm obsessed with that. And at some point that car got really old, and I kind of traded in for something a little bit nicer, but the same idea. This is just a hybrid version of that. They stopped making this car a couple years ago. I had a 2015 version, and then they announced they weren't making it, and they replaced it with this like SUV kind of thing that doesn't even get great gas mileage and is too big. So I actually traded the 2015 in for a younger version. This is the only car that I like. All the cars are so horrible. But yes, this is my car, and we're driving around today, hanging out in traffic. It's great. You might also notice that my car is suspiciously clean, and I can explain that. Normally it's not clean. I don't care about my car, but it was broken into a couple weeks ago, and it's funny. You're welcome to break into my car. I mean, please don't, but you're welcome to break into my car. I have nothing that you want in my car. There's nothing that you want in my house either. My garage is locked, and cameras and security alarms and all kinds of stuff. The car, I think the guy got, like, I might have had a $5 bill for valets and some quarters for parking, but honestly I think I got nothing. And he left a can of Arizona iced tea, so I think he felt bad for me. The car also was super filthy, so that you can tell to please track down this criminal, and you can tell by he is covered in Nala's hair. That was all there was in the back seat. But I did feel a little bit grossed out and violated. Somebody was in my car, so I had it cleaned for this, and I kept Nala out. So if my car's on video, it might as well be a little bit on the clean side. Thankfully, traffic isn't bad today. I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad. It's just LA bad. It's normal. So the first stop today is Los Gatos Road, it's called. We're in the Temecula region. We're in the desert of SoCal, basically. It's 97 degrees. There's a reason that I wasn't in a big rush to go look at this segment, and that's that there's no way I'm riding 8 hours here until winter, the dead of winter. But it is pretty. I'll give it that. It's quiet. Now let's see if it's also steep enough. Now we are doing this dress rehearsal style. So I've got the geeky bike. Basically everything is as I would have it on Everesting day for the most part. I haven't got my gears set up yet, but as far as equipment, what I want to do is just do the effort at the speed, at the intensity, and kind of see how the downhill feels. See if I'm getting enough altitude gain for the power that I think I can do all day. All right, now that is a good sign. You get it? It's a good sign. So the segment said 1 mile, 14%. We'll see. It looks like there's some flatter parts and some steeper parts. We'll see what goes on. Another good sign is this, when you've got the pavement scuffed up by a truck or a trailer that's bottomed out. A lot of that here.
So you've got this first steep bit. It's pretty, there's a bend in the downhill, but it's not too tight. And then up here, that looks a little bit of a tight downhill. And I think that it's gonna flatten out some. All right, we're at the top. It's certainly steep enough overall. There might be certain segments that I want to focus on. Maybe I want to do like the bottom half. Let's see how the downhill feels. I might be a little scared to go full speed into it. The good news is I've seen like 2 cars since I got here, so that's a prerequisite that's important. There's one driveway, but it looks like an abandoned house. So from many aspects, this is gonna be a good option, minus the fact that it's 100-something degrees. But that'll take care of itself. So as I feared, the downhill is certainly not full speed, but there could be sections that maybe I just do the bottom part that was steep enough and straight. So there's going to be some computer math later to assess the viability of this hill. But that's Los Gatos. I'm going to cruise around here a little bit before I burn to death, but there's some other steep roads. Maybe I'll find something. I will tell you, it's not bad out here. That's eucalyptus, I think. It's hot and dry, but it's peaceful. About to get burned by the roof here. Ooh.
So the other hill I want to look at today is in Glendale, which is just east of LA. So basically heading back towards home, but a little bit inland.
We've now arrived in Glendale. This is another segment that a couple folks sent me to have a look at. It's called Camino San Rafael. So this is all up in the hills above LA, and I guess any major city, but Mount Wilson's that way, the city's that way, and they really crammed as many houses as they could in little neighborhoods in here. So this is a steep climb. I suspect this is going to be a case of bad GPS data from like an early Garmin device that was uploaded to Strava. Driving up, it didn't feel like 16%, but we're gonna ride it and have a look. So good news and bad news in Glendale. Good news is the road's super safe, wide open, the downhill is full speed. The bad news is this segment isn't steep enough at all. It's just bad GPS data. I'm in my big ring. It's 9%. I don't have to be in my big ring, but I'm just showing off. Yeah, this ain't gonna be it. So fingers crossed that Los Gatos has a segment that's good, or I really don't want to have to fly to Ireland for this, but we'll see. The search continues on the Everesting 24/7 news network. Yeah, and no Ireland. The irony of this segment being called Dublin Drive, that's not lost on me. I get it. I get it. Can't go fake in Ireland. I went to Dublin last year. We had a wedding. It was actually,
I loved Ireland. Very beautiful country, and I did enjoy your hills, and the weather was surprisingly good for the week I was there. Anyway.